I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into this video. Try to make it 8 minutes if I can, but I'm gonna do this whole video laying down like this. Gotta knock out this work, man. I'm like the underground therapist, man. No, I don't got my license, but I know what I'm talking about. I study this every day. It helps me, and I'm pretty sure it'll help anybody who put their ears to it. Very therapeutic. 3 secrets to emotional detachment. This is important because a lot of us are detached from things and people and places and memories and stuff we need to forget. And when you forget, it can happen so quick, and then everything feels good. Now, number one, I want to focus on loosening old unresolved attachments. Number two, focus on practice detachment in the moment. And we're going to talk more about that soon, like in another video. Number three would be radically accept differences. All right, so people ask me all the time, how can I get detached? I just feel so enmeshed and just feel so fused to other people and get reactive, and I know I'm looking for detachment. I just don't know how to do it and don't know when to do it. You know what I mean? Both of those are important. Well, I'm talking about when I talk about detachment, and that is when we are emotionally fused or operating with other people's emotional field or emotions or emotional system. When their emotional system and our emotional system are intertwined, then detachment is pulling away from that so that we can be ourselves and connected and allow them to be themselves, and allow them to do whatever they're going to do. But we're going to be free in terms of the emotional attachment. Is very important. So why does emotional detachment seem so difficult? Emotional detachment is not easy, and this is the bad news. It isn't easy, but it's a worthwhile battle. Another reason why it is difficult is because others often it's often out of our awareness and unconscious, and so as a result it can be difficult to assess it, to get to it. And I think there are ways to get to it. I think there are ways to do that, so you can become more mature and less bound to the emotional relationship fusion that happens between people, family members, co-workers, and friends. The good news is that it is possible to do it. It is possible to learn to detach. And another good news about detachment is a little can go a long way. If you do just a little bit of it, you can reap pretty big benefits. We don't have to become totally new people to be healthy. What we want to do is to be healthy in a way that is over that 51% And then we have joy and satisfaction in our lives. Past triggers, past hurts, past traumas, past enmeshments, and at the root of our inability to detach in the present, past over attachments or the tendency to enmesh with others emotionally can be the sources of difficulty detaching in the present. And many times we wonder why am I so stuck with this person? I just can't detach from them. I just can't be neutral. I just can't have as much as a self and allow them to be a self, their own self. I just can't do that. And again, it's because of these past things that we're not seeing or haven't resolved. If you were enmeshed with your father, your mother, your sister growing up, then we will probably experience, or you will experience, chronic anxiety for years or for all of your life. And you will be vulnerable to the inability to enmesh with partners, friends, spouses, children. And again, this chronic anxiety gets set up when someone is enmeshing and when someone is overly attached to someone. It creates chronic anxiety in us. This chronic anxiety has accumulated through our fears, fantasies, fights. Fears from neglect, abuse, criticism, shame, low self-esteem, and self-love, self-worth. Our fantasies, meaning what we're still trying to obtain from our inner child, which can no longer be obtained as an adult from adults in the way the child wants. What I mean by that is we can't meet these inner child needs the way the child needed it back when we were a child. We must meet them differently now, such as me meeting those needs for myself rather than me trying to find the loving parent out there, or trying to make my parents be a loving, accepting parent. And so we go searching for all these things that leaves us with a lot of chronic anxiety. We're going to get pained and we're going to have difficulty detaching and being ourselves. Last but not least, the fights. Conflicts or mixed messages that we've internalized. The unwinnable conflicts as a child, or even unwinnable conflicts with relationships that we've had, the rejections, the projected wrongness that happens so much. Well, you're you're the one that's wrong. Well, you're the one that's bad, not them. And then, of course, our many losses that we've experienced. Again, selfness, which is a great thing, selfness often gets interpreted as just being difficult. Do your history work first. It will help you. It will help you in the present deal with your past, and you can make your present more calm and less fused with others, and less likely to be fused with others. And this creates a greater self-confidence and a greater calmness within you, because then the button's not there. The button's not there to push. if you have old unresolved attachments, then buttons are there where people can push them with their relationship with you. With fewer buttons, we have the more calm and the more we can be thoughtful and think about this and react and respond in a positive way and in a mature way. This loosens the old unresolved attachments, can vaccinate us against the excessive togetherness, forces others will use to deal. Oh yeah, the forces others will use to deal with their relationship with you. And again, much of this is unconscious for you and for them, but I think we can begin to make it more conscious, and we can become more aware, whether they do or not. Oh man, that just felt so good to read. It just feels like I'm just stretching, just how I'm stretching right now. I feel like when I'm doing that, I'm just like, it's like the warm-up process of me just physically stretching. I feel like there's something right here, energy, that needs to be smoothed out and released and, free. We need to be freed, man. Not talking about slaves like that, but slaves like in all them other ways, Sometimes we talk about too much slavery, black slavery and all that. We forget that if you just loosen a couple of the other ways of being a slave, then you won't even stress about, you'll be more thankful. Now I'm thankful that I got to live in the first place. But yeah, man, that's just a little topic on 3 secrets to emotional detachment. And even though the video gonna be shitty, if y'all listen to the words and put the subtext up there, just listen to what I'm talking about and understand that this is very important. You don't want to be enmeshed with anybody. You want to be detached in all things. You should not be in your feelings about nothing. That's how you win. That's how you score. Can't nobody be predicting and feeling how you feeling. You need to be thinking and feeling your own thoughts and doing what you need to do, and then let everybody else be in their feelings. And then at the end of the game, you're like, yeah, I just dropped 30 on you, nigga. You know what I mean? I didn't know this was cranberry. I didn't know that was cranberry right there until I drunk some. I don't like cranberry, But this ain't my last video, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, post this real quick before we go too long. And I'm coming back with more bangers for y'all, man. Hey.